Bonjour friends, good afternoon. It's Sunday, May 30th of this year 2021, and I just decided I would pop up just to say hello. I feel it's been a while since I came live. I just wanted to check on you. So this is a new episode in I See by Ilanit, an intimate conversation around spiritual discussion, also the possibility, if you wish, to come live to get some intuitive guidance, some spiritual and mindful life coaching, and anything really. I'm just here to serve. My name for the people that are watching and maybe not familiar with myself. My name is Ilanit Friedman. As you can hear from the accent, I originate from France and moved to the beautiful state of Florida 21 years ago, following a job opportunity as a bilingual teacher. However, I was already on a very deep spiritual journey from the time I was a child. And soon it became clear that instead of teaching only math and art and other subject, academic subject, I was really meant to share with the world and people that would come in my path spiritual teaching, giving people the tools of creating the life they want to see. And really the idea that when a person is born in this world, even though we're not noticing right away, there is a scenario, there is a journey that of learning. And there is beautiful tools that I feel very blessed. I was introduced as a very young girl that can allow us to draw the map of your soul and to guide you and to understand that from that moment you can start looking at everything that happened in your life and see how it fit a certain scenario, and by you understanding how you can master it, you can really make the decision and transform, like we said, any type of challenges into opportunity to reveal yourself, to reveal the light, and to participate to the betterment of the world. So I just want to remind people that by using StreamYard, there is a link that I posted into the descriptive, which I can, I believe, also post again right here. Let me see if it works. And I'm going to send that. I should post. Yes. So if you wish to come live on the show, you are more than welcome. I know a lot of my people, my friends, people that have been meeting through the years are on the shy side. But if it's something that you feel very comfortable, know that you are welcome, that I'm just here, to offer my wisdom, which is available many places. But if you resonate, because it's really about the energy, just come and I will be happy to get to know you, meet you, and share whatever it's revealing itself for us today. You can also choose the option to use a messenger. So I know, depending from what place you are logging on, whether it is my profile or my page, or it is or different Joseph or Kristen, different group, different page, sometimes the message don't arrive right away. So hopefully you'll try to find a way, just to join. And otherwise, if I don't see your message, hopefully next time, we can get in touch and just like I said, me being here and trying to support. So I just want to see. I have some people saying hello here today. I have Chandra. Hi, Chandra. Nice to meet you. Ashley is here. Okay, Ashley. I saw your hair. They're gorgeous, by the way. You don't need advice on that. It was fantastic job. So yes, good morning. I will definitely come to do some reading. And like I said, I just came here today because I felt that because I missed last week, it felt very long. And I don't know for you, and please feel free to share with me. I did feel that this week was really intense. And I have to tell you, for me, my initial background where I receive a lot of the teaching that I'm using into my private practice come from the esoteric teaching of Kabbalah, which is the spirituality download directly from the secret of Bible and the Torah, which you find, like I said, for me, my journey took me to study many other influence from yoga, from all different places, the understanding of chakras, the understanding of the relation body, mind, and soul from different places. I also use yoga, qigong, like, you know, people that are on the spiritual path really understand that there is endless resources, and they all are part of creating this beautiful masterpiece that all put together participate and help you really get more and more in touch with the possibilities that as human beings, like they say, we hardly use even 10% of our brain, and really our capacities are much more, and really to have this feeling of connection, of knowing that we belong, of knowing that there is a purpose to life. Now, I was just reading a couple of different books, which I always do. The latest book that I was reading was an old one from this amazing lady that I'm sure is working tremendously on the other side, which is Louise Hay. That was very much a pioneer in the field of body, mind, and soul connection in a very modern, in a very, reading her words, I can feel people that read her humanity, really her desire to help people understand that we can create a better life for ourselves. We can free ourselves from whatever was the baggage that we receive from our childhoods and our past, but also many times which are reactivation of past life work that we need to continue. And that's why, again, and I said that to myself, sometimes we really have to forgive the messengers, because they many times only here to trigger a story in our own movie. And really, by going deeper and understanding the emotion that were attached, we can free ourselves, we can really find a way to overcome what holds us back. And what was really interesting, I don't know if you felt that, this moon particularly, and afterward I read about it, was really intense, bringing those emotion up. It was really a feeling that suddenly there is a push between who we are, what's happening in our life, and what we need to do to get to that next level where we feel better, where we can breathe, where we feel suddenly we are not trapped into this wheel constantly running and spinning, and but staying in the same place. So I'm going to start now taking some color. So Ashley, I've tried to get on the stream, but I couldn't get in. Let me try to post again. Tell me if it works, Ashley. Okay. I just put it now on the as a comment. Do you want to try and see if it works? I've been having some challenges. I'm really not a technician expert here. Usually we can tap in. Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you. Let me show that, Ashley, if you don't mind. I love your energy. It's beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think a lot of people resonate to the fact that being a spiritual being doesn't mean that you have been exempted from challenges. I will say many times we have a test of everything, and this is what makes us to be able to connect with people. I always say, tell me what's your issue. Chances are I went through it, because yes, this is what prepares us to be open-hearted. It's not so much always about having all the answer, but by feeling the pain of someone, by sharing some of what you went through and you've been on the other side, and sharing your love. This is really what a spiritual teacher is that shoulder that will see the best within you and give you the shoulder whenever you want to cry or when you want, and that's going to allow you then to release and then opening the gates. And this is what really, for me, a spiritual teacher is someone that really can uplift you, can maybe tell you things that you need to improve, but is always motivated with love, never to have control, never to try to hurt anyone in the process, you know, and make sure the person is ready to hear. So so I don't know, I get some comment, but there's no name, so I'm just going to put that. And I don't know, Ashley, tell me, did I don't know what's the problem with the link. This is really started to get to me because it seems that every time I come live, there is a problem with, let me see, I'm going to try to copy this and post it there. Let's see if it works. And if not, Ashley, I really can do you have a particular question, or you just want to see what the universe want to tell you right now? It won't let you log on. I really don't know what's the problem then. I'll have to, yes. Well, yes, this time it worked. The camera is on. We fixed this problem. And yes, I don't know what's the, can I ask you, Ashley, from where are you listening? Which page? About your career. Sorry, French accent sometimes gets me. Okay, so take a deep breath. And we're going to try different things to see. Chandra, I got your message. I'll come to you. Just hang here. It's Sunday. We have time. I don't know for you. For Kristen, I don't know. If you want to try to check from my profile, let me post that just for people to. This. No, this is my information. Let me see. Yes, it's always like, yes, I see by Ilanit. This is where my own page. But it doesn't matter, right? So I'm with you. Okay, so let's link together, Ashley. I'm gonna close my eyes, do the same, and cross your legs. Open your heart and imagine this space between you and me, having the light force, the divine, to come between us, visiting us, and keep bringing some guidance. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, and then, okay, I'm gonna do something else. Just bear with me. Like I said, it's Sunday. My kids are home, watching something, and so we have time. Okay, this one and two things more. I have here many deck. I don't do tarot card because when I started, when I was about 16, I used tarot. And a few years later down the road, I had found my teacher in the world of Kabbalah that had told me that at the time, using cards was not in my best interest just because I was meant to develop more my own intuitive abilities, which was already there. But so I abandoned every card, but then eventually, more recently, I came back to it, but they are more mindful cards. They are not, they're just here to empower, give direction toward where to focus, but on your own work that you need to do. It's much more like giving you the tools and the where to look. So no tarot, but beautiful divine messages. All right. Okay. So one of the first cards that comes to me, Ashley, is to remind ourselves that we're all on a process, and in the process of life, there's two things that are important: is timing, being at the right place, surrounded with the right people, and so the place usually you and especially the people around us, this is where we can use our free will, where we can determine, is it a conducive environment, it is not. Sometimes we don't have to completely push people away from our life, but just take some distance if we feel that something is kind of preventing us to be completely aligned with our own energy field. Okay, now timing is really in the end of the universe. What I have learned, when we want to accelerate things, two things: we use our vision or visualization, we use mantra, and also we take action that's gonna allow the process to happen. I give you an example. For me, it worked every time that I did it. If it was time for me to move from one place to another, change apartment, change houses, I will start packing prior to have found anything else. Because what he will do is to plant the seed knowing that it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And so when we take an action knowing that certainty that things are on their way, then we just make it more real, because we tell the universe, well, I don't know when, I don't know where, but I know it's happening, so let me be ready. So for you, it's really, first of all, to remind yourself that if there are certain things that you need to take care of, but still to have in mind that you are where you're supposed to be, that everything is happening and into your benefit. It's just to trust that. Now, in that sense, like I said, there is certain boundaries that you need to draw. Maybe our boundaries, really, this is what I'm thinking of, people around you. And I don't talk about bad people at all. I'm talking just sometimes having too many people putting their hand on you, telling you, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do that. And eventually, or kind of maybe sometimes, and it's not, sometimes people do that and they don't even realize, in crippling doubt, when you have to remain knowing that things will happen when they need to happen. Okay, so then it brings me to this card. You need to work harder on building your inner temple, creating the time, the space for you to recharge and to trust and to have your own connection with the divine, and to surround yourself to what's gonna happen without having those negative emotions that I talked about. Suddenly, there is a war sometimes inside of us that make us realize that things need to change. Okay, life, that's it, as it is, not working. But in the same time, we need to be at two places. We need to thrive towards something new, but in the same time to surrender to what is, without letting those negative emotions. Because what's happened when we allow those negative emotions crippling, oh, how come I'm not there yet? What direction should I do? Then it creates even negative blockages. And instead of helping us, it's preventing us, Then you get this next card that says, well, everything is happening and it's coming together. Okay, and really it talks about, you, in order to help with your process, is really to find your tribe. I'm sure coming here, I really hope this is what you sense, to come and to know that there is a person that can see you and that knows that this is your home. You are welcome here, But now we all want, including myself, we all want also this tribe existing outside. where you can have gathering, where you can have this feeling that maybe once a month or once a week, depending, you can recharge yourself and you feel, because there is the idea of critical mass. There is the idea that when we dance together, meditate together, do things, gather, we fuel each other. So I think for you, there's really that idea about recharging yourself. So if you don't have yet found a strong support system enough to hold you and support you and telling you things gonna happen, things gonna be okay, at least to have a time where you're not letting people that have things to say. And like I said again, it doesn't mean automatically it's negative people. Is that mom that says this, and that cousin that said that, and and everybody has something to say. So uh, now, the last card you see that talks about, so there is two things, and I think it really goes still with the message. You need to be gentle with yourself. Yeah, this is the recharge that you talk about. One of the stone, you can look it up. There's a lot of website, free website, books that you can get the spiritual meaning and how to use it. A crystal for the healing journey and supporting journey. The the card that you got is Rodocrosit. Okay, I don't know if you can see it here. Rodocrosit. And it's telling me emotionally, at least you've been through a lot. And you probably are in that place where you are take pull push and pull. This is what I'm sensing. So yes, you need to give yourself self-care. You need to give yourself a cuddle. You wake up the morning, hug yourself and tell yourself, this is going to be a good day. You go to sleep at night, for a few minutes, hold yourself and say, you did good this day, Ashley. Okay? Oh no, please don't cry, Ashley. If it's cry of release. I hope so, and that you know that things gonna be only good. You need to do any type of work, and I help with that also when I work on private session, how to develop practices, self practice to connect to the sacral chakra, the second chakra, which is your space of creativity, where as women many times we hold a lot of our emotion, where we felt that we don't have the right place to share our love and to receive it back, and sometimes it creates blockages even in our abundance. Okay, so to know that you are deserving to receive a lot. And this is funny because this is one of the things I wanted to talk today. We need to remember the light is within us, and to not wait for somebody to come and save us and give it to us. We need to give ourselves what we are seeking. Okay, and by doing so, by taking care of ourselves, by loving ourselves the way we want to be loved, we send into the universe, into the people around us, that same message. This is the way I need to be loved. And when we love ourselves already, then it becomes easier to tell people, hey, that would be nice if you were doing that to me. Okay, and we come in a positive way rather than a critical way. How come you didn't thought of that, right? So to know that at the end of the day, and this is myself as a coach and spiritual being, I've been learning, we need to take care of ourselves, because by providing ourselves what we talk about, then we can radiate it better. And it is hard because we all have different functions. Some people receive more, some people share more, even though ultimately we all need to share. But to share to the extreme is not also the spiritual thing to do. It's all about balance, always. So I hope this helped, Ashley. And like I say, for people that are listening, I want them to know that this type of work that I'm doing here, I do all different type of work when I'm on one-on-one, where I really give people the tools to understand them from the place of their soul, what their soul has been going through, how in this life it's happening. And you're very welcome, Ashley. Okay, so wishing you the best. My show, I want to just mention that, hopefully you're still around, the original time for the show is Tuesday at 8 p.m. I am more than open to hear from people if it's a better time, earlier would be better or later, because I definitely want to see what can be the best timing for mom, for people that work or anything like that. Okay, so wishing you the best, and hopefully you come and say hi and tell me how things are going with you, Ashley. Okay. All right, so let me put this away. I have Chandra. Okay, and I'm still like, don't know. Let me see if I try again to post the link. If anyone want to try again to see if it's working. If not, yeah, Chandra, I'm gonna start with you. And Missy was here also. Chandra, Ashley, thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, so just relax yourself, Chandra, wherever you are. Take a deep breath for me. And like I say, visualize that there is this beautiful and circle in between us and where the light force is visiting us and giving the message that's going to help you today. Right. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Okay. Waterworth, beautiful last name, Chandra. Okay, so bear with me. I'm trying to get a nice big picture for you. Okay. Okay, this one and one more. After that, I would like to share with all of you a story that happened to me last Friday. That was really fun. Kind of those little perk of being intuitive and empath. Okay. Oh, I see somebody coming live. Hi, Lauren. Hello. Wow, so it seems to work, guys. I'll be back with you. I'm still talking with Chandra. Okay, you staying? Fantastic. Okay, Chandra, you ready? You're welcome. Okay, so I don't think I will say anything wrong here if I was to say to you that yourself, Chandra, I are in your own right, in your own way, a light worker, somebody that really actively is really trying to make a difference. You are a strong person. What's come here. First card from this deck that I'm using, that are those beautiful golden written cards. I am strong enough to handle everything come my way. Then I got this card that telling me that you are connected and you need to keep working with your third eye, the sixth chakra, to develop your mindfulness, to develop your abilities, to yourself receive the guidance that you need to decide for yourself, but also really to be part of a system where you help other people. Okay. There is this idea that because you are yourself very open, many times the one of the challenge, and I don't know how was this week for you, one of the challenge for people that are more open spiritually, sometimes they experience psychic attack. They will have really challenging days, and it will take some time to realize that it's not connected to you. It's something that you picked from maybe people at work, at home, but really in an extent what's happening near and far. I remember for me, there is days sometimes you want to jump out of your skin, literally, and you feel, but what's happening? And you feel, I don't know, you people that sees me as an external type of person, I am usually very calm, very centered, and but even though internally I have a lot of fire happening and a drive that I always push toward doing more spiritual thing and be present, but sometimes there is this restlessness that is taking over and you don't know what to do with yourself. And that's why finding a person that can educate you. I'm glad, Chandra, people that can educate you, train you. And like I said, for me, it's a journey that started. I had my first spiritual experience. I was only 12 years old. And I was led. I was the typical, what people call today, indigo children, crystal children, whatever. I was led every step of the way. And even though I came from a very religious Orthodox background, spirituality was always very present. The first person I recall was an intuitive and very on target on certain things was my grandmother. And even though my dad, as I mentioned in the past, is a rabbi back in France, I saw him firsthand using tools from the teaching of Kabbalah to reveal secret in a certain way to awaken the consciousness of people. So there is definitely this idea that there is a lot of tools, but what's important, if you can, is to apply yourself, figure it out for yourself. And if you found a teacher, I was very blessed to meet a lot of people that taught me or things that was leading me to know this is good for your body, this is good for the awakening of your soul, and just to learn that there is system that can help you deal with all those emotions. There is this card that come um, that is the first time I come. It's a woman into a triangle. We know the triangle in Kabbalah, for example, is not connected to the pyramid as we will think of Egypt. It connects to the three-column system, right, left, and central column, which are the three patriarchs, actually, which are the energy from the originate of the world and everything that come after that. And it's the idea uh, of, of, uh, of really balancing the plus pole, negative pole, what we share, what we receive, and to find a central column. Is about learning. Kabbalah actually in Hebrew means to receive, and is an art to receive and the art to share, to understand that it is our responsibility to know when to share, with who to share, how much to share. Okay, and the same way, learning for some people to receive. I know for me, it's been a journey that I've been working the longest to accept to receive, because many times people uh, that are only on the giving side, many times is people that maybe were denied giving. Maybe they had to raise themselves out of their family where they didn't feel their worth, or they had to survive things difficult and they were scared to trust the outside. So many times we might develop this feeling that, well, I know God is good, the universe is good, and this is only what I'm going to rely on. But we need also to know that the universe use people with situation to be his messengers. So we cannot deny other people to give to us, because it's also an action of sharing, because you give someone else the ability to share with you. Let me see. I see. Oh, please, thank you, Lauren. Yes, stay here. I'm finishing with Chandra. Okay, sweetie. I'm just gonna go back to the comments here. So the other thing, Chandra, I will tell you, it's this is that. It's show me a woman that is a warrior here. Okay, so it's maybe Xena or Wonder Woman warrior, and that you have and answer the call. That there is something about you that you are meant to take on a journey where whatever you learned, you might pass it on. Okay, and just to remind yourself that whatever has been happening so far in your life, many times is like a boost camp, okay, to get you. And just to always remind ourselves, that life is not happening to us, but for us. And sometimes it's like everything. You have some tough love happening, and sometimes the no, like a door that closes, really to tell you it's just not a good door for you, so keep on going. It's not mean that you're not deserving. It means this one is maybe not the best. So really it's about, first of all, remembering that everything that come your way, you're strong, and is here really in your own benefit. And like I said, if you feel inclined to contact me, and where we can really create, a game plan about what's for you, you need to pay attention, and I would be more than happy to be here and to assist. And like I said, when I come on Tuesday, many times I come with some goodies, some teachings, and like really, it's a master class happening live on Facebook every Tuesday at 8 p.m. So please share with your friend. Hope it helps, and hopefully you come back and you share with me what's happened, and just to come and be part and build this community of like-minded people, and with a lot of love and light always. So thank you for being here today. Uh, so so I'm gonna bring Lauren up. You're good? Okay.
Hello.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
You know,
Good to have
such
you
an
here.
honor to be here. Thank you.
Please, for me, something that I started only a few months ago. Most of my life, I've been working from undercover, and so I appreciate people coming and giving me feedback and giving me the opportunity to do things like that, for sure. Okay. Anything in particular you would like to ask me today, or
Man,
take your
I
time?
love checking in with like my parents or getting any solid foundational tips on what's next for me. I have two
Okay.
kids. I'm a single half deaf mom, and I do it all by myself, and I am
Yeah.
working towards lots of things.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna try to take care of that. I don't personally, is what I said, for people that wish to connect with a departed person. I had few experience, but it's not something that I tell I do, because it's a surprise. Like for me,
No,
it's
if
not
they
something.
come, they come. If they
Yes,
don't, they don't. Yeah.
exactly. I had many experience. It's always a surprise when it happens. It's beautiful. Means I feel blessed when things like this happen. But do you have a parent that was at some point, needed to be on a wheelchair,
On what?
or push in a wheelchair, that couldn't walk anymore so much?
Yeah, my mom at sometimes, but she was a fighter. My
This
dad,
is
he was born with leg perthes, but he died when I was 3. So both of them had been in a wheelchair at one point.
okay, because you see, this is the funny thing. I don't like to say that, because it's not that I'm scared of it at all. I mean, I am all open to it, but because it's not happening all the time. But this is what I was shown. I was shown wheelchairs. It's what, and I got, yeah, yeah. We were strong. That is not the wheelchair limiting us in any ways.
No,
And
the
so,
doctors always say one thing, but like I had my babies at home. I've lost 300 pounds naturally without a
yeah,
diet or crazy exercise. It's all through energy work. I'm
yeah,
healing.
good. So. Let me do this one first. Just be with me. It takes a few time because, like I said, I like to take my time and give my best. Okay. Ah, then. Okay, I'm gonna do this one first. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. And last one. Give me a second. Okay, I see. I just want to mention that Paul logged in, so please to stay on. Like I said,
Yeah,
Sunday, I'm taking my time.
I
Oh,
feel it.
yeah, yes, of course. You know what? For me, it always been means, like I tell people, because I love so much what I do, it became what I do professionally, and try to make. But first and foremost is the journey of my soul, and I feel always blessed. No calculation here. It's about fulfilling your soul, So I thank everyone that comes here, really. Okay. So a few things. First of all, I guess that's why your parents sent me this wheelchair is to tell you that you're strong. You don't need uh, be confident, in your ability. And this is the first card that it say, I believe in my ability to figure things, and I am strong. And there's this idea that one of, I would say, would be probably uh, something that your soul journey is here to learn is to free yourself of any control from anyone. Do it your own way. This is you, right, Lauren? It's like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it my own way. And
yeah,
look at me. I can do it, like I get about you that your soul is unique in the way it says, I'm not going to take the same path than everyone, but it's to show for all the people that feel they are different, you can do it. Create your own path. If you don't see the path that is right for you around, create your own. Okay. And to do that again is develop your own intuition, develop your connection with with spirit yourself,
yeah.
Okay, learn to meditate, learn to establish in communication. Me, I remember I will literally, when I was young, I will be daring. I will say to God, for me, divine God, it was the same thing. Okay, I want this sign, and that sign to happen to know that this is the right thing, and I will get my signs because I was believing that, okay, if my life is like this, if I don't have my parents that can really understand or help me, because not because of the spiritual stuff, it's because they were busy with their own things, if the kids at school don't get me and bullies me, then if you're going to be my partner, you better show yourself completely to me, and I was like that because I don't know many people that have a spiritual awakening very young. They find sometimes they don't belong. They find that life seems to be harsh with them, which is part of the process of awakening. So it's also people that have to deal with differences, you, being adult.
Yes, constant.
For me, I lost almost my vision at the age I was 2.5 years old, and I always said that was really funny. I guess it was to see my name tag is IC by Ilanit, which really for intuitive counseling, but is IC to be able to see. And I call it see life through a mindful eye. It's all about seeing when at some point I could have been blind.
Yeah.
Now, what is funny for you, you talk about, your connection with your ears, and here you say, share your voice. So you have your own voice, you have your own, and this is what you need to keep developing, nourishing, and know that um, for you, here, Lemuria is mean that you are here to create your own heaven on earth, which means that you're going to be receiving always what you need. You are protected. Connect with your parents, connect to whatever way, whether it's to converse through nature, Are you biking?
No, I'm shaking.
Yes. No, 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 but do you bike in general ever?
I travel constantly. I have 3 knee surgeries, so I don't bike much, but I'd love to.
Okay, because
I
I'm
live in Oregon though, where
okay.
the ocean is there and the
Okay,
rivers.
because I see you like going where there's wind pushing you, like almost if you were on a bike and there's the wind pushing you. So it could be just, like this idea of being free, you know.
Yeah, it's
It's
my favorite. That feeling of the wind on my face.
okay. And you see, well, I didn't see this card. This card is telling me connect to your ancestor. You're not alone. They're here for you. You see.
Yeah.
And they stand beside you. So it's just to, so like I say, for you to connect to spirit is definitely using meditation.
I do a
Meditation.
singing bowl, but because of my 2 kids and the no time like lately,
I
and
know.
I've been healing a lot from my past, I have not been doing daily meditations and yoga, and I need that back.
Yeah, I think this is what it is to stand still. As a mom, I'm sure you have dishes. Don't do the dishes like, oh, I'm done with the dishes. Do the dishes and meditate. Wow, some bubble are coming here, and be present as you do it.
Yeah.
Whatever you do. Like I'm telling you, I have 2 kids. So any action that seems repetitive, they're the best action to meditate. Doing laundry, folding laundry,
Cleaning
vacuuming.
is what I do to do it.
Yes. So
Yeah.
so just to remind people that to be mindful is not just to sit on a yoga mat. Like they say, the yoga exists all the time. It's out of the mat and in the mat. Okay. So
Can't help it lately. Like I go from 0 to 100.
well, listen, we live is what I was saying. That's why I wanted to come this Sunday because I felt this week was really, really intense. The energy of this full moon was like shaking words. And for people that are sensitive, they must have felt it. I was reading it. It was kind of putting you in, like I say, I felt I was in a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
So I think, and that's why I think to learn more about the system. Okay, there is a system that we function in it. Like there is how we get affected by the different moons, the different months, and the energy of the
Right.
months. We get affected. uh, Now, me, for example, from the teaching of Kabbalah, it says you should not do astrology because you should not let the universe, like you have free will. But the reality is, who was the first astrologer that wrote a whole book on astrology was Abraham. Abraham, the father of humanity, was the first astrologer. And what he would say that every month has a different energy connected to the sign, connecting to the planet. As human being, and that's why the first, I know it's technical, but you know what was the first rule that was given to people? It was to bless the new moon. And it's to remind us that as human, we are the ultimate being. We are the partner, we are the children of the universe. And really, the whole world was created for us. Unfortunately, because there's a lot of selfishness in humankind also, and we didn't reach this ultimate love and partnership. So that's why we don't always feel it. But for us, is to remind us that there is a system. And to learn it is to be able to overcome it. is not to say, like that's why you don't want to do your horoscope because you believe then, oh, today is going to be a bad day, that's it, it's going to be a bad day. But you want to understand the influence of the astrology, the evolution, much more like the moon influenced the tide. Okay, it's going to be a high tide or a low tide today. What can I do to make it work for me? If I want to go to the beach or I want to go fishing, at what time should I go? Is it all the time? No. Okay.
Yes.
So it's really
I work
about
with Hanael.
learning.
I do archangel healings, and I work with Hanael, and she's the goddess of the moon.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Listen,
believe in
anybody.
the energies of the moon more than I definitely go by grids.
Yes, yeah, no, the moon definitely can be, especially as women. Actually, it says that the women they represent the moon, the men they represent the sun, is the male and female energies, and the goal is to have everybody working together. Okay, so so that's it. I'm really glad you made it today. The show usually regular hours is Tuesday 8 p.m. and like I say, I like to come in non-planned time, randomly and just to say hi and get to see people.
What is your
Okay.
name?
Okay, you say it Ilanit.
Ilanit. That's beautiful. Ilanit.
Ilanit, that's right.
Thank you so much for your time.
You know how you're doing, okay?
Okay, I hope you have a beautiful day.
You too, sweetie.
Thank you. I'll share this.
So I see Sheila. Hi, Sheila and Karen. Okay. Anybody still here? Let me see. I'm gonna give a scroll here. I see Paul. Hi, Paul. So you left the room. If you want to come back, you are welcome. Chandra, thank you so much. My pleasure. Okay, so I see Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Are you still here? Please let me know. If you're still here, yeah, I will pull some cards. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Okay, let me go back here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give a minute because it's already almost 10 minutes since you sent the message. Let me know, Rhonda, if you're still here and if you want me to. Hi, Rhonda. Okay. Okay, I'm going to clear what I have here. So, let me see if it's still here. Okay. I don't know, Rhonda, if you're still here, you send me a message. Because I don't know who's here still. And I saw also Paul was asking, so please, Paul, let me know if you still want a reading as well. Yes. Okay, I don't get any answer. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to give it a few minutes. So I just want to share a story for whoever is listening. And just to show the perks, and the fun things about being intuitive and how things can happen and really just to remind that the universe is always with us and always try to communicate with us. So on Friday, I was doing some shopping. Okay, so Paul, you're here. Do you want to come live? Do you want to click on the link? I can post it for you if you want to. Okay, let me share that. Okay, so I know it works. So now so if you want to click, let me know. And if not, I would just start. Okay, I'll give you a minute, Paul. So yeah, let me finish this story. So on Friday, I was doing some shopping at a local store. I was waiting online for the cashier. There was two ladies in front of me and one behind me. And the first lady is about to pay, and the cashier say, "Did you find everything all right today?" So she says, "Yeah, well, I hope so." So the second lady say, "Yes, it's always the same story. We end up going home and realizing, oh no, I forgot something." Hearing this conversation, I laugh because I say, "Yeah, I guess it's happened to all of us, right? Who haven't been going to the shop and then realizing you forgot something." So suddenly I have the little voice, I don't know how to call it, that say, "Eggs." So I asked the person in front of me, I say, "Do you need eggs?" She say, "Well, I'm shopping for somebody." So they didn't mention eggs. But then suddenly the lady behind me say, "Oh, thank you. I completely forgot I need eggs." So, so it's just, share, the perks of, things that can happen. And this is something that can happen to everyone. I think it's a matter of developing a relationship. It's like they say in yoga means to connect. And yes, some connections seems a little bit more out there than some other, but really the creator and all the helpers, whether it is departed uh, members of our family or angels or spiritual guide that are the messenger for the divine, they just want to help us and assist us. And so it's like dialing the phone. We need to pick up the phone. This is how we can really have them knowing that we're open. We're open for their message. We're open for their guidance. And remembering, like I say, ultimately is remembering that as we create an emotional state of uh, trust, happiness, and really being free from negative feelings, that we can more and more receive this feeling of well-being and peace. Okay, so I see Paul is here. You ready yet? I bring you up, Paul? Okay, good afternoon, Paul.
Hi,
How are you today?
good, thank you.
Is it your first time? Means I know it's your first time in my show. Are you
Yeah.
friend with Joseph and Kristen or
No.
no? Okay.
Yeah.
So can I ask you how did you hear about the show?
Facebook.
On Facebook for,
Yeah.
for my profile. Are we friends
Yeah.
on Facebook? Okay. Well, welcome. Where are you calling from?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay. I have many friends there. How is it going right now?
Good
Things are
morning.
getting better?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Is there any specific question that you have in mind, or you just want to hear what the universe has to say for you?
Just what it has to say for me.
Okay. Like I say, I don't do any divination. This is not my line of work. I'm only giving empowerment, always the bright side of things.
Okay.
Okay, Paul? Okay, so I'm going to start with this deck. And I'm glad you came. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do a few more things. Oh, I see. Nice blue sky today.
Yeah.
Well, we don't complain here. We're in Florida, so. Okay. I'm just trying to get a larger picture so we can work on different aspects, okay?
Okay.
Externally. So, okay. And one more. Okay. And I believe you're going to be my last caller today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure, Roxana.
Of course, like I said, for me, it's first and foremost about fulfilling my purpose for my soul, and makes me the happiest person when I see that people feel better, what's positive, things to look into. Okay, so a lot of the things that come up into the different card and affirmation I'm getting is about you and your ability to express yourself properly. I think I won't tell a mistake if you are a very introverted person. that keep a lot of things inside,
Yes.
and have sometimes you're very sensitive, and I say it in a very good way, and I know as men sometimes it can be very challenging to have this type of persona where you feel deeply. Am I right? Like
Yes.
certain things for you, I will say you wear your emotion up your sleeve. You have a good heart. You really want, to be the type of person that are not like driven, egoistically driven. You are a person that really want to live life through the heart,
Yeah.
but it's not always easy because you feel you have certain things you have to maintain that people might not always get you if you were really to express your true feelings. I hear somebody here crying.
Yeah.
Yes. Your son?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, you need to understand that the people that surround you and that are on the category that they don't get you is because they are not on the same vibration as you are. And for them it's like people talking different languages, you cannot meet eyes to eyes with those people. It doesn't make you wrong, it doesn't make you the person that is not worthy of being seen. You see, you need to align your life with more outlets of things to do or people to meet that would be aligned with you. Okay, it's telling me also that many times you might find your place in your life that you do things because you don't know how to say no, right? And this answer is, what does it say? No. Say no. You know, if it doesn't seems right to you, uh, and you don't know because you are more gentle and you don't want confrontation, you're gonna do it. But then who is not happy? You. Okay. So, this card is telling me you have a beautiful light. You need to let it shine. You need to allow, yourself to be yourself. Okay. This you need to also work on. It has to do with the way you see yourself, your worth, your drive. Okay, and to hump things up. Take leadership. uh, Take your life into your hand. It's really about that. Is really remembering that the power is within you. Okay, we cannot live life to comply to either our parents, either your community, if it's not allowing you to be yourself, and just because you don't want to make any waves. Okay, so you need to work slowly to create the space for you to be you. Okay, and does it make sense, Paul?
Yes.
Okay. uh, this card is telling me, that sharing your voice is not easy because you, unfortunately, we live in a society that there is stigmas, and there is, this is your box, this is where you need to be. Uh, don't leave the box, even if you don't like the box. And for people that are sensitive, they will give to anyone anything they could ask just to allow them to be themselves. Because you're that type of person. You will not judge someone. You will give them the space for them to breathe. But this is something you need to give to yourself, because chances are sometimes there's people like you that allowed people to have a safe space, which is what I'm hoping I try to create for people, a safe space to come and to talk and to deal with what they feel, to deal with their fear, to deal with their doubt. But then people that are sensitive, usually they always get people that are very overpowering or situations that try to limit them. And their work is to give to themselves what they give to others. Okay.
Yeah, it
So
makes sense. A lot of sense.
it makes that good, good. So it's really about, funding. Okay, what can I do for Paul today? What Paul needs? What will make him happy? Right? When
Yeah.
was the last time? What would be something that you will do and will say, well, after I do that, then I can go back and do the work and do taking care of the family. But I need a little time for Paul.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is what you need to ask yourself.
Okay.
Okay? So please keep touch. Anything else I can help you with today, or did it
No,
cover it?
that'll be all. It's pretty accurate.
Okay, I am glad, Paul. And like I say, we all deserve. We need to know we all deserve of the love, of the care, especially people that give it so freely, that have big hearts like you do. Give some to yourself.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much.
you're very welcome. Keep in touch. The show that where I go and I teach also and take more color Tuesday at 8 p.m. local time here in Eastern, so 5 in LA. Okay,
Okay.
and please share with your friends and whoever who might be interested. This
Okay.
is what fulfill me as well. So
Thank you so much.
have a
Bless,
blessed day.
bless
Bless
you.
you. All right, so I guess that's going to be a wrap. I want to thank everyone that was here today. Like I said, for me, it's a great joy to be able to do that and know that it did help and it brightened a little bit more the life of people and eventually the world, because energy never gets lost. I'll be going live hopefully Tuesday, 8 p.m. here. And yes, this. And so, yeah, meanwhile, I wish you a nice weekend. Hopefully, you can all enjoy, and do something nice for yourself. And so, I will see you soon. Have a good afternoon.